Scotland. Where is Scotland? Did you know? The Orkney Islands lie off the northern coast of Scotland. They have ruins of civilization from thousands of years ago. Scotland is a country that covers the northern part of Great Britain and includes several small islands. It spans a total of 414 square miles, 78,772 square kilometers. Together with England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, it makes up the United Kingdom, UK. The Atlantic Ocean lies to the north and west of Scotland. The Irish Sea is the southwest, and to the east lies the North Sea. Scotland's capital, Edinburgh, is located on the eastern coast. Scotland shares its southern border with England. The land. Scotland has a variety of landscape. Many fjords cut into the coast. The Scottish call these fjords, and the four largest are Moray, Lorne, Solway, and Slackley. On the western part of the country, many islands lie near or within the fjords and farther off the coast. In the north, the highlands consist of peaks, cliffs, and steep valleys. Mount Nevis is the highest point in all of Great Britain. It rises 4,406 feet, 1,343 meters in the highlands. The middle of Scotland contains sweeping hills and is lower than the highlands. To the south, the landscape rises before gently meeting the sea. Loch Ness. Loch Ness holds more water than any other lake in Britain. Located in the Great Glen of the Highland, it has a depth of 788 feet, 240 meters. The water level rises and falls often, and the shores quickly give way to deep water. For these reasons, little plants life can survive in the lake. According to legend, Loch Ness is home to a sea monster that can jump when the lake closes off from the ocean. Some people believe the murky water keeps it hidden from the view. People have taken photographs and videos of what they claim to be the creature. The landscapes of Scotland support many kinds of wildlife. Grow red and fallow deer and plentiful in the forests and plains. These areas are also home to pine martens, foxes, badgers, and hares. Above them, hungry eagles, falcons, and crystals fly in circles searching for prey. The waters off the coast of Scotland contain fish, seals, and whales. Dolphins and porpoises can be seen leaping from the sea. Along the coast, gulls, fulmars, gannets, and other seabirds fly in search of their next meal. Did you know? Every year, Atlantic seals gather along Scotland's western coast. About half of Atlantic seals in the world breed in these waters. The people. Did you know? The people of the Shetland and Orkney Island trace their heritage to the Norse. There are Scandinavians who settled the island over 1,000 years ago. Most Scottish people trace their heritage back to either the Celts or the Anglo-Saxons. The Celts are ancestors of the Scots from the Highlands. Scots from the lowlands are descendants of Anglo-Saxons. Scotland is also home to many Irish. They have come across the Irish in search of work. Irish Sea in search of work. Many people from other European countries also live in Scotland. Recently, immigrants who have come to Scotland from countries in Asia. Most Scots speak English, but a few still speak Scottish Gaelic. The government has made efforts to preserve its old language. Speak Scottish Gaelic. Hello, hello, goodbye. Marshallese. Yes. Ha. No. Hiya. Please. Marshallese. Thank you. Tapule. Friend. Courage. Daily life. Do you know most neighborhoods have public houses where Scots gather in the evening to chat with friends? In the past, Scots lived mainly in the countryside. Today, most live in houses and apartments in large cities. They buy goods in supermarkets, malls, and small shops. Some Scots still live in the countryside. They leave houses and shop at markets in small villages. Where people lived in Scotland, train tracks and a large network of roads allow people to move throughout Scotland. In cities, many people take buses to get around town. If Scots want to travel to an island, they can fly or take a ferry. Going to school. Most Scottish children start their education in preschool. All children must attend school from ages 5 to 16. They can attend the public school for free or pay to go to private school. Primary school begins at age 5 and lasts for 7 years. Secondary school follows. A student must attend for 4 years. Some students stay longer. Throughout their schooling, young Scots study science, math, art, social studies, music, and physical education. Students are taught Scottish Gaelic in regions where the language is common. After finishing secondary school, many Scots go on to study at the university or vocational school. Fun fact, founded in 1413, the University of the Antrim is the oldest university in Scotland. Royalty have attended in this university. Working. Most Scots have survived jobs. This includes jobs at bank, Hospitals, school, and government officers, worker offices, worker at restaurants, hotels, and museums serve more than 1 million tourists who come to Scotland every year. Some Scots work in factories that make electronics, clothing, and other goods. These items are shipped around the world from Scotland's many ports. Off the coast, fisher cast their nest into the sea. Scotland has access to oil in the North Sea, and oil platforms keep workers busy year-round. Soccer playing. Soccer and rugby are the most popular sport in Scotland. The country has a national team for each sport. Golf is also popular throughout the country. The British Open, one of the 4 major tournaments in golf, is often held in Scotland. Shinty, a sport that originated in Scotland, is like field hockey. Each team uses a long stick to hit a ball into the other team's goal. The Scottish landscape is ideal for many outdoor activities. Hikers and climbers hit the Highland during all seasons. People sail a canyon along the coast and in lakes and rivers. They share the water with the thousands of Scots who enjoy fishing. Fun fact: many Scots also participate in curling, a sport where large smooth stones are slid across ice toward a target. Food. Did you know? In Scotland, fish and chips is a meal of fried fish and French fries. Street vendors often serve this meal to customers in wrapped newspaper. Scottish food is simple and uses very few spices. Many Scots start the day with porridge, and they often top it with berries. Hearty soups are enjoyed for both lunch and dinner. Scot broth is a combination of barley, meat, carrot, turnips, and other vegetables. Cock and leekie soup is made up of chicken and leeks cooked in chicken broth. Some Scots add prudence for hints of sweetness. The most famous Scottish dish is haggis. To make it, people cut up the lungs, liver, and heart of the sheep. They mince the organs with onions, oats, salt, and pepper. The mixture is then stuffed into the sheep's stomach and boiled for a few hours. Fun fact: shortbread originated in Scotland. This buttery treat is often served with tea or coffee for snack. Holidays. Did you know the Glasgow Fair is 800 years old? Tradition that takes place during the last 2 weeks of July. People take time off work to vacation or enjoy the fair events. Scotland's national holiday is the Entrance Day, which falls on November 13. This day celebrates the entrance, the patron saint of Scotland. Scottish people celebrate the new year with a custom called first fruiting. They try to be the first to visit their friends and family in the early morning on New Year's Day. It is tradition for the visitors to bring gifts of shortbread, coal, and spicy cakes. Most Scots also celebrate Christmas and Easter. For Christmas, Scots gather with their family to give gifts, feast on tradition, foods, and decorate their houses. On Easter, families enjoy a large meal that usually includes roast lamb. The Highland Games. Did you know? A fun fact. When participating in the sabre toss and hammer throw, a man must wear a kilt. This traditional piece of Scottish clothing is knee-length, pleated and played. Did you know the baggy is a Scottish instrument often played at the Highland Games? A piper blows air into the bag. It squeezes the bag to push the air through a series of pipes. The pipe makes different noise by covering up holes on the pipe. Scotland has many cultural traditions surrounding sport and competition. The Highland Games originated in the Highlands hundreds of years ago. Two famous events are the caber toss and the hammer throw. In the caber toss, a Scot carries a tree trunk vertically before hurling around 90 pounds, hurling it end over end as far as possible. A caber weighs around 30 pounds, 40 kilograms, and is about 17 feet, 5 meters long. In the hammer throw, a Scot holds a hammer with a wooden or wire handle and an iron ball for a head. He swings the hammer to build up speed before releasing it into the air. The Highland Games are accompanied by traditional Scottish music and dance. They are celebration of all that it means to be a Scot. Fun. The end.